For anyone questioning the Caitlyn Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlyn to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play through.
Rookie basketball sensation Caitlyn Clark drops a shocker after making $10 million off the court. In her first year on the court, she made less than the cost of a decent SUV, but she turned that meager pay into a media gold mine. While others are sweating over their 9-to-5 grind, Caitlyn is receiving six-figure salaries just to show up and talk.
In the NBA, so I was like, oh, what's she gonna get paid? Because finally, you can get a real paycheck. And then I saw it, and I was like, this can't be right, because this is what it is. In the first year, Caitlyn Clark will earn $76,530.
The problem is as follows. As the WNBA tosses her peanuts, other corporations will fly across the country and pay more than the price of a home to have her appear on their stage. By turning her off-court presence into a business empire, Caitlyn Clark has accumulated $10 million. Yes, I'm overjoyed that the rookie, who is despised by everyone, has more zeros in her bank account than some seasoned NBA players.
I'm so happy for her to get the 28 flipping million.
But wait, there's more. While the WNBA watches from the sidelines, perplexed by exposure, platform, and impact, Caitlyn Clark is not only generating money but also revolutionizing sports marketing. She has everything, and she is making the most of it to outperform her rivals and critics. Caitlyn Clark just altered the game, and not everyone is pleased about it, so hold on tight. In actuality, Caitlyn Clark is more valuable from a marketing perspective than almost all of the world's professional basketball players. Her ability to alter the course of events is what makes her brilliant. Instead of seeing the NBA as the final objective, she saw it as a starting point. It's a calculated trade-off for the league's visibility. Her every action is followed by millions of people, and the attention she gets is far more precious than a check on game day.
Strength of the brand.
While some individuals put in a lot of effort at 9-to-5 occupations, Caitlyn Clark charges $100,000 for a half-hour in-person virtual presence. She has made at least $600,000 this year simply by turning up and speaking, which is twice or perhaps treble that amount. That is not productive.
Printing money is what that is.
Why wouldn't companies make a payment? She is captivating, genuine, and a living example of inspiration. Instead of only listening to her, they start to believe her. Furthermore, her endorsement deals are comparable to those of Nike, Wilson State Farm, and other industry titans. She apparently landed a $1 million contract with Nike without even having to make a pitch. Caitlyn Clark doesn't have to convince anyone that her name is deserving. Talking State Farm probably used all of their advertising budget to get her to participate in one of those bizarre ads. She was practically given a blank check by Wilson, the well-known basketball brand, and each contract strengthens her standing as both a player and a worldwide star.
Has said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back in when I came in.
Her ability to turn down offers from a brand new women's basketball league that offered her a $1 million salary and equity is even more astounding. The majority of people would have signed immediately, but Clark did not. She is engaged in a game of chess. The WNBA gives her something considerably more precious than checkers' unrivaled quick payout: respect. She made a wise decision by staying. A well-considered risk that is already paying off handsomely.
Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
Her social media presence is also a monster in and of itself. She has millions of followers worldwide, and each post offers an opportunity to earn money. Compared to most influencers, she is more skilled at sponsored content affiliate marketing. Because she exploits her fan base to get money from each like, comment, and share, Caitlyn Clark is very talented. The fact that Caitlyn Clark is only getting started makes all of this incredible. She hasn't even started to reach her greatest potential. She is, however, already reinventing what it means to be a contemporary athlete. There is more to her tale. than just basketball. It all comes down to strategy, vision, and an unyielding drive for success. Compared to others, she is more focused on the bigger picture than the game itself.
It's player salaries. People wonder, why are NBA player salaries 100 times higher than WNBA salaries? Because the TV money was 100 times higher in the NBA than it was.
Caitlyn Clark has quickly made a reputation for herself as a symbol of excellence both on the basketball court and in the fields of marketing and branding. She is more than just an athlete at the young age of 22. She is a talking, walking, slam-dunking moneymaker. Businesses are paying Caitlyn Clark $100 million to speak for 30 minutes. Yes, it is correct. Because Caitlyn Clark has found out how to monetize her popularity in ways that most seasoned pros can only contemplate. 30 minutes of her is worth 6 figures. It goes beyond what she says. It's about the social media eruptions, the space she's in, the ripple effect her presence creates, and the news sites that run with it the following day. Brands are unable to replicate that kind of impact, regardless of the size of their marketing teams.
Moment, if you recall, from 1979 when those two rookies came in from a big college rivalry, one white, one black. And so we have that moment with these two. But the one thing I know about sports, you need rivalry. That's what makes people watch. They want to watch games of consequence.
Clark hasn't finished yet. Even top contracts are being signed by her. Working with Wilson to create a signature basketball collection was one of her best deeds. This is noteworthy, since just one other athlete has done the same with Wilson. NBA players were envious of this. Michael Jordan gave that some thought. By being the first female basketball player to sign such a contract, Clark is dispelling myths and proving that her brand is a force to be reckoned with rather than merely an anomaly. She has also collaborated with State Farm, earning millions of dollars in exchange for appearing in commercials with the well-known phrase, "like a good neighbor." Caitlyn Clark's position as a marketing juggernaut is cemented by this deal alone. As it happens, State Farm isn't only present. They are fully devoted to the phenomenon.
What really happens with Caitlyn Clark, I would say her big thing is to be ready for the WNBA season. And people are like, why? She's only making $70,000 in the WNBA. What is the point of her worrying about that league rather than trying to push for other leagues and other ways of making more money? Because the WNBA is what's getting the most.
But her 8-year Nike contract is really amazing. $28 million for a rookie is unprecedented and innovative. This is the catch, though. The deal may not be that noteworthy. Yes, $28 million might seem like a lot, but a closer look shows that she could have gotten the missing item, a signature shoe. Since Nike hasn't yet issued one, there is a clear gap in the agreement. Signature shoe brands like Air Jordan's and Stephen Curry's brand, which are multi-billion-dollar businesses built on sneaker sales, provide the majority of the revenue. Even while Clark appears to have made a huge deal, it could not be as significant as what she's leaving behind in the absence of her famous shoe. Every youngster who looks up to her and every fan who admires her would buy a pair. It's perplexing that Nike hasn't capitalized on this. No goods, promotions, ads, and most importantly, no signature shoes. They refuse to dig, acting as if they are sitting on a gold mine.
Offered Caitlyn Clark significant equity in the league and a salary that is over $1 million. So this is the first time that we've heard of any money being thrown at her. We've heard that it would be a major deal. It would be a similar setup as to what.
If Clark showed out on the floor during the WNBA playoffs with her brand new signature footwear, fans would go bananas. A bit of Caitlyn Clark's magic would be desired by all basketball fans, regardless of age. Therefore, selling the shoes immediately following the game would spark a frenzy. Nike, though, seems to be taking its time. Additionally, Clark's proposal appears to be lacking the X element, which makes it exceptional. Because of her widespread appeal, experts concur that she is more marketable than several seasoned pros. Millions of people watch every game she plays, which is the type of attention that companies usually have to pay billions of dollars to get.
For top talent.
So a lot of people are saying, oh, why is Caitlyn Clark she should play in Unrivaled? She's making $1 million. She should play in X, Y, and Z league. She should make some money doing that. Or, Caitlyn Clark can do.
The sad reality, the longer Nike waits, the greater the risk of losing momentum. Clark's star power is at an all-time high, so every day without a trademark shoe is a missed chance. The WNBA playoffs are the perfect opportunity to launch her brand, but if they don't act fast, Nike will lose money and buzz. Clark's talent isn't the only factor in her success. It's also because she revised the guidelines for athlete branding. Despite having already created a multi-million-dollar fortune, she has yet to reach her full potential despite taking the right steps. For Caitlyn Clark, the game isn't limited to the court. She is also competing and succeeding in the business sector. The rest of the sports marketing world is keeping close eye on her every step and noting how she's changing the rules, even though Nike is taking a while to follow up. For instance, she may become a billion-dollar brand by finally releasing that iconic shoe. Clark's next play will undoubtedly be a game changer. Playing the long game may be learnt from Caitlyn Clark's rise. She is not looking for fast wins or temporary stardom. Rather, she is producing something that will last long after she stops performing. The best part is that she is doing everything according to her preferences. Caitlyn Clark is unbeatable, regardless of how many three-pointers or jaw-dropping shots she makes.